After restoring my spiritual power, I sleep for another 2 or 3 days. When I wake up, I feel lighter and more alert. The missing memories still haven't come back, but I figured out several things. That old spirit master didn't mention the Hesperian Reach on a whim. She wanted to send me there. But why? Was she trying to use me for...
Why did you take mine? That one is yours. You grabbed the wrong one.
The Nether Wardens gather around me. Curious, they poke the trinkets I brought back. I return to the present, call 5-5 over, and give him most of the baubles. They're for you. Think of them as an apology gift.
Thank you, my lord.
The bite mark on his face hasn't completely healed. He musters a sheepish smile. Why haven't you fully recovered yet?
It's because... That noise! No, the nether bridge! It collapsed again!
Huh? The Nether Bridge spans over the River of Oblivion, and every soul must cross it. It's ancient, but it's not fragile to the point of falling apart often.
As of late, there have been so many souls. A few days ago, they crushed it, moments after we repaired it.
The Nether Wardens groan and hurry away, leaving a flurry of footsteps in their wake. I soon follow them.
Stop pushing! We're gonna be trampled on! Help! Let me out!
Souls are overflowing both ends of the Nether Bridge. The churning river possesses flailing figures. Some of the Nether Wardens scramble to repair the bridge, while others struggle with makeshift fishing nets. They're trying to bring the drowning souls ashore. Since when were there this many souls?
After you left Nether Falls, it wasn't this bad before. That's why 5-5 is recovering slowly. Everyone is too busy.
The Nether Wardens try to restore order, but their soft voices can't overcome a cacophony from restless, resentful souls. I slice a tree, and its trunk crashes into the river. If you want to reincarnate, then be quiet. I can also help you if you wish to die again. Everything is quiet for a moment. Then the souls listen to the Nether Wardens and form a line. Wait. I hop onto the trunk to stand above the struggling souls in the water. I have questions, so you'd better answer me. The problem with the Nether Bridge has been dealt with, so I return to the Lotus Pond. Lost in thought, I rest on the water's surface. I assumed the souls belonged to those who were killed by ghosts, but after my interrogation, I learned that most were victims of calamities. That old spirit master mentioned empty villages in the mortal realm. More humans are dying. If there's a problem, then it's only a matter of time before the Nether Realm encounters its own issues. Caleb might exhaust himself. I should check on the mortal realm tomorrow. The thought has barely formed in my mind when a gentle touch brushes against my temple.
Why are you frowning? I heard there was an incident at the Nether Bridge. Did those souls upset you?
They're not worth it. I was worried about you. I tell Caleb what I've been thinking about. He smiles.
Look up.
I do as he says. At first I'm confused, but then I see it. The sky looks clearer. Nether Falls is where yin and yang meet. The mixture of their energy stains the sky with dreamy colors. Some of the mist has dissipated. I can faintly see the stars. Caleb once told me that every cloud in Nether Falls shows how the heaven's yang energy mixes with the Netherrealm's yin energy. The clouds aren't as thick. Has Mount Dingshu's array stabilized? I quickly sit up. Caleb, did you repair Mount Dingshu's array?
Of course. It was done while you slept as if nothing in the world could wake you. Even if the mortal realm is headed toward destruction, it won't happen for thousands or tens of thousands of years. The Nether realm is safer as well. You don't need to worry.
You'll always be the most remarkable person I know. So I didn't need to be concerned. I let out a sigh of relief and wrapped my arms around his neck. What did you use? An artifact, or... I trail off. Something's not right as a strange chill touches my arm. I notice his knuckles turning blue. Why are you so cold?
You haven't visited Mount Dingshu for a long time. Did you forget how cold it is? In comparison, Nether Falls is warm and pleasant.
Was Mount Dingshu always that cold? Its summit reaches the highest part of the sky. It's frigid, but the other parts of the mountain aren't freezing. While I mull over his explanation, Caleb rests his head on my lap. His arms hold me as if he's carrying a small hand warmer. Are you tired? I should have noticed sooner. Even though he's strong, fixing an array that supports the heavens and the mortal realm must have drained him. I push down my questions and hold him close. I wish the cold would disappear.
You always know how to comfort me.
Why didn't you bring me with you? I could have provided aid.
It's because I need you for something else. It's more important than the array.
Tell me what it is. I'll do it. He nuzzles my leg.
Sing for me.
Oh, that's... Wait. It's not a difficult request, but it's not something I can do so easily. A lullaby would help him rest. Unfortunately, all the songs I know are... When the midnight shadows shake, ghosts cry out from the branches as their bodies ache. Anyone who forgets to return home turns into bones. Don't laugh. I only heard those sorts of songs in the mortal realm, and what I sang was the gentlest.
Yes. Even a terrifying song sounds pleasant when you're the one singing it.
My innate talent can't make every melody pleasant. You might not know, but some taverns in the mortal realm have singers who make their voices screechy. They sound awful, and... I swallow the rest of my words, but Caleb is already looking at me.
Is that so? I suppose you've seen more of the mortal realm than I thought. Maybe you should take me to one of those taverns. I want to hear how terrible those songs are.
No, you can't hear them. I cover his face with my sleeve. He already draws too much attention in the Hesperian Reach, and I won't let him visit a more dangerous place.
All right, I'll behave.
The lotus pond is quiet. Time passes, and I wonder if Caleb has fallen asleep. Then he speaks.
You used to sing countless songs.
Huh? He almost never talks about my past. My ears perk up.
People always stop to listen. Even the wind. But you only sang for me.
Sounds like something I'd do. I nod. What were my songs about?
Many things. The sky, the land, mountains, rivers, storms, rainbows. Every single wonder in this world. I heard each and every one of your songs. That's why
I can't tell if he's too tired or simply refuses to say more. Careful, I ask him. Can you sing one of those songs? I want to hear it.
I'm not a good singer. I've also forgotten most of the melodies. I only remember a few words. When the heavens were created, its voice tolled like a bell cultivated. When the mortal realm was created, its breath was like the wind calculated. When mountains were created, they were green and stretched endlessly like wealth accumulated. Wandering souls returned to the hills of their home with no concerns.
His words are akin to mist as it fades, and his voice becomes quieter. He fell asleep. I run my fingers through his hair in hopes of chasing away that chill. My fingertips touch something. A petal? Nether Falls is always covered in flowers. This petal is ordinary, so it's not odd that I find it in his hair. However, it carries an unusual energy, and only ghosts have it. Even in places with hordes of ghosts, plants rarely absorb this much. This petal has as much energy as a full-fledged ghost. Only one place would have plants tainted like this, the Hesperian Reach. The plants there are always around ghosts. Their presence eats away at everything until nothing pure remains. Caleb said he returned from Mount Dingshu, so why does he have a petal that came from the Hesperian Reach? It's a minor detail, yet a profound unease ripples inside the depths of my heart. Perhaps because the seals on Mount Dingshu were stable once more, the endless surge of souls into the Nether Falls finally began to slow. The restoration of the magical arrays caused a few tremors in the realm, but they proved to be nothing more than a false alarm. I went to the mortal realm and watched as it finally caught its breath. It snatched a slim chance at survival and crawled back from the edge of ruin. Now, the land is settled into a familiar limbo, where it is not quite dead, but not quite alive. I had planned to visit the Hesperian Reach next, but a strange thing happened. When I dipped my hand into the River of Oblivion, I could no longer feel the Hesperian Reach's presence. It was as if that place had never existed at all. I know Caleb is hiding things from me. I have always known. But never before have I felt an unease like this. Yes, it was a small petal, an insignificant discovery. But once the seed of doubt is planted in my heart, it takes root and grows beyond my control, spreading deeper every day. My lost memories, the past that Caleb is trying to conceal, the tales of the Hesperian Reach's spirit master, the shifts at Mount Dingshu. Individually, these pieces seem unrelated, but I can feel the invisible threads connecting them all. I do not dwell on the past or what cannot be undone. I simply refuse to remain in the dark, safely sheltered behind Caleb's back. I don't want to play anymore. I've had enough.
You're actually giving up?
Caleb tosses a few pieces into the air. With a smug smile, he lazily catches them.
Do that, and you owe me 630 years of tending to the lotus pond. Oh, and my Caleb is the best. You need to say it 630 times. How does one more round sound? If you win, we'll agree that your previous losses never happened.
You said that when I lost for 320 years. I pushed the pieces aside, feeling nothing but regret. I originally brought this Shang-Chi set from the mortal realm to figure out what Caleb has been hiding from me. This game was invented only recently. How could Caleb already know how to play it? Once he loses, I can use that as an opportunity to make him confess. But Caleb listens to the rules once and beats me in the first round. Refusing to give up, I make him play several more rounds, and I only have a disastrous outcome as my reward.
This is the last round. If you win, your losses won't be counted. I'll even fulfill one request. If you lose, you don't need to take care of the lotus pond anymore. You only need to say, "My Caleb is the best," 630 times. Make sure to slowly enunciate each word.
I can't let his offer slip away. I hesitate before reaching for the Shang-Chi pieces.
I suppose I lost.
Calmly, he sets the piece down.
What do you want? I'll agree to anything.
Caleb, you're not very good at pretending to lose.
And so long as you're happy, I don't mind a loss or two.
I move closer to him. Feeling slightly awkward, I hook my finger around the beads on his wrist. You knew I wanted to ask you something.
If I didn't notice how obvious it was, I'd be more than a disappointing brother.
Then, Caleb, you and I are each other's most important person. No one can understand us better than ourselves.
Yes.
In the past, the present, and the future, whether we're in the mortal realm or Nether Falls, you've always believed this to be the case.
The fact that you're mentioning this means your request isn't trivial.
He waits, as if he already knows what I'm going to say. I hesitate before mustering my courage. I want to ask, what was the item you found in the Hesperian Reach? Is the Hesperian Reach's disappearance connected to Mount Dingshu? Are you hiding something dangerous from me? The questions I've held for so long reveal themselves. My heart feels lighter, but it still races with worry.
Why do you want to know?
Ever since you returned from Mount Dingshu, I've never felt at ease, and... I touch his chest. We're from the same source, and after all these years of being together, we can easily sense each other's emotions. I can feel the restlessness hiding deep inside him.
All right. I'll tell you everything.
He looks relaxed, as if I asked him about what he ate yesterday. He agreed, just like that. I even prepared a speech to persuade him.
Didn't you say you wanted answers? Why do you look surprised? Are you worried I'll ask you to do something scary? You also hold the title of the Lord of the Netherrealm. Knowing about these matters is your right. And the time has come. You could never hide behind me forever. My baby sister is braver than that. Words aren't enough. You must see it for yourself.
He conjures his nether seal in his right hand. Ghostly light cuts the drifting petals and opens a rift.
Come. I'll show you the answers you want.
It's dark. It's cold. It's suffocating. As breathing makes my chest burn, something presses against my lips. Cool, steady air flow into me.
Do you feel better now?
Caleb holds me in midair. I nod. This strange, all-consuming, suffocating feeling is familiar. Is this Mount Dingshu? The rest of my words die on my tongue as my eyes widen. Before me stretches a massive cavern. Its depths are so dark that it resembles a grand underground palace. Countless stone alcoves stretch from the highest point of the wall down to the depths. Filling every corner, I can almost believe a forest of stone stands before me. Each alcove glows with cold, bluish-green light. It appears as thousands of lanterns from afar. Beautiful, yet eerie, each one radiates a biting chill.
We're in the depths of Mount Dingshu. The purest yin energy gathers here.
I realize the chill I felt back then. It was from this place. This must be one of the places where the array has weakened. But why is the energy of ghosts so abundant here? An unfortunate thought flashes. I tighten my grip on Caleb's arm. Caleb, don't tell me those alcoves are... Caleb doesn't answer. He simply lowers his head and gives me another soft, cooling breath.
Don't push yourself. If you feel overwhelmed, tell me.
As we pass through the barrier, formed by glowing symbols, streams explode in every direction. It's as if the mountain is crying out. From within the countless alcoves, twisted claws reach out. The rage and despair are trying to crush my chest.
No! No! Let me out! Let me out! Kill me! Why can't I die?
The alcoves, or maybe stone cells are more apt, glow with cold blue fire. Each flame looks tranquil, but the cold is worse than searing heat. Inside them, ghosts burn in the cold flames, or their insane kin tear them apart. And even when they die, the yin energy revives them. They're trapped in a perpetual cycle of suffering.
Help me, please! I don't want to stay here!
In a nearby cell, half of a mangled face appears. Despite its features being twisted, I recognize it. You're one of the ghosts from the Hesperian Reach?
It's him! Kill him! Kill him!
No! Lock him away! Rock like us! Must suffer in this boundless darkness!
You're... Fate delivered you to me! How could I show my gratitude? Those centuries at Mount Dingshu, It was worse than death!
Screams and howls bounce off the cavern walls. I start to process what I'm seeing. Caleb, are you using these ghosts to keep Mount Dingshu's array intact? The ghost that ate brides and the others before it, they have been imprisoned here. Why? My question disappears under those sounds. Caleb frowns and moves his hand. In an instant, every ghost is pulled back into its stone cell. Eerie and fierce, the icy flames burn brighter.
The yin energy here continues to eat away at the yang energy. If Mount Dingshu's array breaks and yin and yang become unbalanced, this world might become a domain for ghosts, a real purgatory filled with evil spirits.
He looks up at this vast icy prison, the cavern filled with ghosts.
It was an accident when I discovered that they can slow the yin energy. For ghosts whose only instinct is to eat humans, this is the most suitable end.
How do you know all of this? I'm also the Lord of the Netherrealm.
It's my fault. I left you behind many years ago. You suffered and lost most of your memories. You can ask me anything. I'll tell you the truth. And if you don't want to bear the burden, you can offer it to me. Hatred, pain, despair. I will never let those bitter things approach you again.
I want the truth, even if it hurts. We should carry this burden together. I tighten my grip on his hand. Tell me, Caleb. What happened back then? Was this world truly overrun by ghosts? Caleb doesn't answer. He pulls me close and rises into the air. We leave that suffocating energy belonging to ghosts and land on a stone platform. Only now do I realize how cold my body is. The shock must have affected me that much. I bury myself in Caleb's embrace. As warmth returns, I look at him and wait.
In the beginning, there were 30 days of darkness in the mortal realm. The sun didn't rise. Then, light finally returned, but it was brought by wildfires. Hills and valleys burned as far as the eye could see. Then there was a drought that lasted for years. With no food and water, humans killed one another. A few ate the flesh of their own kin. And then, the ghosts appeared.
Where did they come from?
Since yin and yang were unbalanced, calamities corrupted them. Fear, despair, hunger. Twisted thoughts from the living fed that corruption. So it grew. Ghosts appeared one after another, and the world became fragmented.
He lets out a cold laugh.
Who was the real monster? Those ghosts or humans?
So that old spirit master described history, not tales. She remembers, and my brother remembers. I'm the only one who forgot. So when Caleb sensed yin and yang becoming unbalanced, and that the calamities might strike again, He started using ghosts to power the array and keep the yin energy under control. Yet I feel as though there's more to this. It's significant. I try to think, but I soon clutch my head. Maybe I learn too much at once. My mind is heavy and entangled with a fog. It blocks my path toward the truth. Perhaps it is more akin to a barrier. A dull ache starts to throb.
Does it hurt? Those ghosts' energy is too strong. We can't stay here. We'll continue this once you've recovered.
All right. I fall into a deep slumber. When I wake up, the heavy fog in my mind has thinned. Caleb lies next to me. I lift my hand without thinking and trace his brow and eyelashes. The ghost sealed under Mount Dingshu. Caleb must have spent a lot of time and energy maintaining it. Did he realize that the calamities would return, centuries before it happened? I don't want this world to be overrun by ghosts, but my wish for him to not carry this burden alone is stronger. Why is it always him? It's almost as if he's the only guardian this world has. I won't let him become the spirit master from those tales where he gives up everything only to lose his sister. The spirit master and his sister, Caleb and me, are we truly not connected? What if Caleb is actually... I shake my head again as pain shoots through it. A warm hand rests on my head and starts gently stroking my hair.
Your head hurts again?
Wait, what was that?
You have nothing to say. Did I hide too much from you? Are you upset?
The dull pain fades and my thoughts reappear. If I have to answer, maybe I'm slightly upset. Slightly, though. But if I were you, I wouldn't have said anything either. You've always protected me, and I can't bear the thought of you being hurt. I pull Caleb and sit up with him. Caleb, there's more you want to tell me, yes? Why else would you reveal what's buried under Mount Dingshu?
I sealed the Hesperion Reach and all the ghosts under Mount Dingshu. But they aren't enough to maintain the array and restrain the yin energy. I need more ghosts. Stronger ones. The array was only repaired recently. It's not stable. Someone must remain in Nether Falls in case something happens.
My eyes light up. Caleb needs my help. Let me handle this. I'll bring you those ghosts.
I want you to stay in Nether Falls and watch over Mount Dingshu.
That won't do. You know how uncomfortable I feel when I approach it. And I barely feel hungry anymore. I'll be all right. Caleb has always been the one to leave Nether Falls. He kills ghosts and brings back soul beads for me. But I'll help him this time.
There are ghosts hiding in a distant valley filled with a poisonous mist and ferocious beasts. You can't be there by yourself.
Do you think I'm weak then? So I can't help you?
Of course not.
Then let me go. I can do it.
No, you can't.
I promise I can.
And I promise I won't let you.
Eventually, after my persistent pestering, Caleb finally relented. On a clear moonlit night, he escorted me to the gate of the two realms. He was clearly reluctant to let me go, showering me with endless parting words, and even handing me his artifact for protection. I threw my arms around him, just as I had many times before when I was the one seeing him off, and nuzzled into his chest with deep affection. "Be good, Caleb. I'll be back in no time." He gave a soft smile and promised he would. It all felt so ordinary, a moment indistinguishable from any other day we had shared. There was no omen, no shadow of what was to come. That is why, for a long time afterward, I simply refused to believe that this was the last time I would ever see my brother. Too weak. These aren't powerful ghosts. The valley is supposed to be dangerous, but it's beautiful. Clear water and rolling hills. It's so peaceful that anyone would want to stay. I searched the area for a month, only to find a few ghosts. They're so weak that they turn to ash when my blade grazes them. I'll ask Caleb when I get back. Maybe he sent me to the wrong place. But this place is beautiful. I should buy some paper and draw the scenery here. Then he can see. I catch a few drifting blossoms to find the most gorgeous one for Caleb, but none of them are good enough. Dizziness and pain crash into me. I fall to my knees and watch blood drip onto the grass. Something locked away in the depths of my mind frees itself. Memories flood into me. I feel a cord inside me break. Then it's silent. Caleb? No. My hands shake as I try to summon Caleb's artifact. A golden lotus flickers into my palm. Then it disappears like smoke. His artifact is forged from his own power. If it's gone, then... I must be overthinking. Yes, that has to be it. I need to go back. I need to find him. I stumble to the stream and dive in head first. Every river in the mortal realm is connected to the River of Oblivion. If I can return to Nether Falls and see him... The icy water dulls the pain, and I stamp toward Nether Falls with the strength I can muster. I forget how long the journey is. As the currents ripple around me, fragments of memory rise and sink. They carry distant, faint echoes. It's coming from the drum of heavenly decrees.
Sir, it's not that I refuse to treat her. You must be well aware of it too. It's not an illness that eats away at her soul. It's the calamity.
The mortal realm is destined to collapse, and she must fall with it. How absurd.
The drum of heavenly decrees has spoken. Only your sister can save a world ravaged by ghosts. Only she can save the living.
Save the living. She's also a part of the living.
Why? Why does it have to be her? Why must she sacrifice her life?
The monsters! They're here again to eat us! Spirit Master, you struck the drum of heavenly decrees. Please tell us, how can we survive?
You'll live. I'll give you that opportunity. And my sister, she'll also live.
Through all the sounds and fragments, one voice rises above the rest. I know who it belongs to. It's so familiar that tears well in my eyes. Darkness surrounds me, yet scenes from the distant past appear. The night wind carries away the scent of blood and distant wailing. Fires on the horizon paint the sky a faint red. A jagged boulder sits a few steps away. A quiet figure rests on it, his long hair falling past his waist. He holds a small knife and patiently carves a bone mask with practiced ease. Caleb? For the first time, I can clearly see his face. Then it becomes blurry. He smiles softly, and his thumb brushes against my cheek.
You woke up early. You don't want to sleep for a while longer?
No, I've slept long enough. I realize how far I've drifted from him, from these memories.
There's always something that must be dealt with. I promised I'd make a mask for you, but I never finished it. For the past few days, I rushed to finish it for you.
He sets the mask against my face. It's intricate, beautiful, and still carries his hand's warmth.
It's better than I imagined. When you're well again, you can wear it while you dance and sing and run through the hills. It'll be just like before.
I try to touch him, but my fingers only create a ripple. He's gone, and the truth I had buried in the depths of my mind returns. Caleb. Yin and Yang fell into chaos. The mortals suffered, and ghosts roamed the land. 1,000 years ago, or perhaps even further back in the primordial past, the cataclysm that nearly ended the mortal realm reached its end on a moonless night. The Spirit Master, covered by countless souls and their final beacon of hope, Caleb, my brother, my one and only, has left me. Farewell. The final word from Caleb drifted softly into my ears. One beat, then another. From the distant Hesperian reach, the drums of heavenly decree broke through the air, their thunderous rhythm rolling and echoing between earth and sky. Every ghost in existence followed the sound. Drawn by the relentless thrumming, they surged like a tide toward the man who was beating the drum. I fought with everything I had to reach Caleb, but a barrier held me back. I couldn't even take a single step closer. For 10 days and 10 nights I listened in vain as the drums thundered on. Then, as the last veil of darkness began to fade, I heard the rhythm falter. Bit by bit, the sound sank into a heavy silence. The Hesperian Reach is where the sun sets. And that day, the only sun I had never... And that day, the only sun I ever had never rose again. Through the howling wind, a desolate chant began to drift. Rest now, departed souls, in the hills of home. Rest now, departed souls, in the hills of home. And then, what happened? It became clearer to me later that, if none but the ghosts can cross into the deepest of Hesperian Reach, then I will simply become one of them. I will not leave Caleb there alone. Then began the endless slaughter. I killed the wicked and devoured the vile, soaking myself in blood and sin. But none of that mattered. I didn't want Caleb to wait any longer. I swallowed countless helpings of resentment, agony, and despair, until at last nothing remained but a hollow numbness. Those dark, chaotic days blurred together for so long. So long that I forgot who I was. I forgot why I had even begun to kill. But there's a single thought that remained. I will find Caleb. "700 years ago, a dying ghost drags its broken body toward me. Spite fills its gaze.
You're a monster. Don't feel proud. You'll die soon. I bet you didn't know that to the west of the Netherrealm, at the Hesperian Reach, there's an immortal who roams and slays ghosts like us. He'll find you and tear...
Die already. Filth splashes all over me. I toss its head aside and lean in to feed. Huh? My prey is stolen. A snarl erupts from my throat as I hurl myself at the intruder. He doesn't dodge. Instead, he embraces me and lets my claws sink into his skin. Blood falls.
It's me.
Who are you? I only know Caleb. I'll finally find my brother. I thrash. I punch and kick and claw and bite. His blood coats every part of my body, yet he refuses to let go.
I'm Caleb. I'm your brother.
He gently wipes blood from my face.
Come with me. Yes. These ghosts taste awful. I can show you a place with more delicious food.
No. Who are you? Don't touch me. Leave. But he endures every kick and scratch. He holds me close as if I'm something precious that he refuses to lose.
I promise I'll never leave you again.
"600 years ago. Caleb steps over collapsed tables, shattered burners, toppled lantern stands, and a layer of broken jars. From shredded silk he picks me up.
Did I upset you? Is it because I wouldn't let you eat those ghosts? Or do you dislike these beautiful clothes?
He hugs me as I snarl and bare my fangs at him. He strokes my nape while fixing my disheveled clothes.
I know it's uncomfortable, but you can't keep eating ghosts. We must break that habit. Behave. It'll only be a few years.
I bite his arm, my teeth piercing his skin.
I suppose biting me is better than biting a ghost.
"500 years ago."
Caleb.
Caleb.
Maybe names are too difficult at the moment. Caleb.
He guides my hand to his throat. I blink and feel the subtle vibrations under my fingers.
I'm Caleb.
Caleb. He smiles, as if this made him the happiest he'll ever be in his life. At the time, I didn't understand why he was delighted, but I wanted to remember that smile. At long last, I remembered that smile once more. 500 years, 400, 300. So this was how Caleb found me, piece by piece, across all that time. As memory surged alongside my tears, I grit my teeth and swam through the vast waters at the salt of my own grief. Caleb, you promised me you would never leave me again. I cannot lose you a second time. But when I return to Nether Falls and reach Mount Dingshu, there are only ruins. Light blue glossy flame burns from the depths and touches the heavens. This is the aftermath of a calamity. The colossal array that anchors the heavens and the mortal realm floats amongst the clouds like an indifferent, watchful gaze. A shattered bone mask is somewhat buried in the dirt. I pick it up and hold it. He left. My brother left me. The words echo again and again in my mind, but my heart refuses to accept them. You liar. I don't know for how long I sit on the summit. I stare at the sky as the sun and moon switch places. Then the soft chime of ancient bronze bells drift toward me. A light blue dragonfly has carried it.
My lord.
Where's my brother? I heard her voice in my returning memories. A mere mortal couldn't have lived past ancient times to be here in the present. Whoever you are, tell me where he is.
He's not here. He thought he could protect you from the calamity and return to your side as always. He succeeded. However, he couldn't come back.
What am I supposed to do, then? He kept this world alive for me, but if he isn't here, Nothing matters.
Do you want him back?
I turned my head.
If you agree to do me a favor, I'll help you find him.
Tell me. The dragonfly floats towards me, its wings releasing blue and red mist.
Long ago, only the mortal realm existed. There was no nether realm. The drum of heavenly decrees chose you. You are supposed to separate yin and yang as the lord of the nether realm, the very embodiment of the nether realm itself. But Caleb took your place and killed every ghost instead. Then he used his own strength to force the nether realm into existence. It took him centuries.
The mist twists around us like a hazy dream.
But yin and yang were never truly separated. Hence why the calamities continue to appear. Only you two can end this cycle.
Her steadfast gaze, bearing the weight of years, settles on me.
If you and Caleb separate the nether realm and the mortal realm, this world will no longer be fractured. Only then will I tell you how to bring him back.
I see. You approached me so we could do our duty to save this world. But why? Why must Caleb and I carry this burden as our fate? The heavens sit above us, but they answer to no one. It never saves anyone. And we're supposed to accept that.
My lord, you still have a choice. But you are running out of time.
A choice. I laugh and wipe away my tears. I'll do it. I'll accept the consequences. I already lost him once. Nothing will be more painful than losing him again. I don't have another choice, but I still have time. Guided by the old spirit master, I traversed every corner of the Netherrealm, gathering the lingering fragments of Caleb's soul piece by piece. I bore him back to the scarred ruins of Netherfalls, cradling him deep beneath the lotus pond to await the day of his awakening. I breathed life back into the withered forest, working alongside the young Nether Wardens to nurture the flora of Netherfalls until vitality bloomed once more. As vivid blossoms carpeted the surface of the pond, the hours I spent there grew longer. I whispered everything to Caleb, from how 7-9 has finally departed for reincarnation, to how the skies of the mortal realm are clearing into blue. His soul remains fragile. I know not how long he must be tended before those eyes open again. But no matter. Many, many years ago, this was exactly how he found his way back to me, bit by bit. This time, it is my turn to bring him home. I will be his heaven and his earth, his mountains and his rivers, his wind, his rain, and his rainbow. I will give him everything he could ever want. 300 years later.
Who are you?
I'm your little sister. Do you know what that means? He woke up only recently. Caleb's memories haven't returned yet, and his face is pale. He shakes his head. It means I'm the one who loves you more than anyone else in the world. I'm the one who protects you, stays with you, does everything for you. When he suddenly hugs me, I stop. Caleb, are Remember me? He shakes his head again. His lips rest against my hair as his hand traces my temple.
I felt like I needed to do that.
Another 100 years later. His strength returns quickly. He reforges his artifact within half a month. His memories still come and go. I tell him stories about our past whenever I can. A long, long time ago, when we were in the Hesperian Reach, you once brought me a jar of wine. I didn't realize until much later that it was the wine you had brewed for me, long, long ago.
Is that so?
I've always wondered, was it supposed to be our wedding wine? Isn't that why you said you wouldn't use ordinary wine at our wedding?
I don't remember.
Why do I feel as though you do remember?
I honestly don't recall anything.
He tucks a hairpin into my hair.
I've lost so many memories that I can't tell what's real anymore. But if we get married again, maybe I'll believe you.
You remember. Another 100 years later. Since Caleb has recovered, the moment I've been dreading has arrived. I must keep my word. By the lotus pond, I tell him about the vow I made to the old spirit master. I do my best to maintain my composure. I'll stay here in the nether realm and send you to the mortal realm. Then yin and yang shall be separated. I wish that we never be apart, but if being together can only bring him pain and lead him to his death, I don't think I can live with that heaviness. Caleb is quiet for a long time. Then he softly laughs. It's bitter, as if he's mocking himself.
Why should I live in a world that doesn't have you? If yin and yang are separated and our paths diverge, can I truly live without you?
His fingers brush against my temple. His gentle, familiar touch has never changed.
Nether Falls is cold and dark. When you're scared, I won't be able to hold your hand. And when the nightmares wake you up, I won't be able to soothe you. You're saying I can't be your brother?
You'll always be my brother. That will never change. I lower my head so he won't see how hard it is for me to let go. When the souls arrive, I'll hear about the mortal realm. That's how I'll know whether or not you're well. And every soul that reincarnates will carry my yearning for you. Time became a fleeting luxury. We traversed every corner of Netherfalls once more, and took in every sight as if there were no tomorrow. We mended every past regret, and cherished every single moment we spent together. Until at last, our time to part has come.
Scared?
So long as you're here, I won't be. Let darkness return to the Netherrealm, and every soul find its path.
Let the light rise. The world shall shine again. Well done. When I return to the world of mortals, I'll protect everything in your place. I won't let a ghost approach you again. I promise.
You don't have to do that. Being yourself is enough. Caleb.
Anyone who leaves the Netherrealm must drink the Oblivion dewdrops. It washes away every memory and bond. Even the threads of fate shall disappear. Drink it. Drink it and forget me. Forget everything that binds us together. Only when we forget can yin and yang truly be separated. It's the only way this world can survive.
No, I won't forget you.
I can't let you carry our memories alone. I said I'd free you. As the Lord of the Netherrealm, you shouldn't be bound to any burdens for that matter. So before I leave, fulfill my one last wish. Won't you grant it for me?
Farewell, my dear brother. An interminable amount of time passes. So much time has passed that the river of Oblivion has completely dried up. It's cut off from every stream in the mortal realm. So much time has passed that generations of Netherwardens have reincarnated one group after another.
Why does the Lord visit the Nether Bridge to hear souls talk about the mortal realm? Who's this Caleb she keeps calling out to in her sleep? How come we've never seen him? And why does she protect this lotus pond like it's her treasure?
They say the mortal realm is beautiful once more. Peace has touched every corner, and there are touching stories of love and loss. I can't see it myself, but I know the new Netherwardens are more perceptive than the previous ones. They also like to ramble. The Nether Bridge is livelier now.
You died recently, yes? What's the mortal realm like now?
It's even more beautiful. Humans have built large, grand temples for the mortal realm's ruler, and...
Someone rules the world of mortals?
Doesn't the Nether Realm have its own lord? Of course there's someone ruling the mortal realm. He fills every temple with dozens of portraits. They all depict the same person, and she looks exactly like...
She suddenly points at me.
her. Everything is the same.
She's the lord of the Nether Realm. It's impossible for her to be related to whoever rules the mortal realm.
I can't help but laugh. So, Caleb and I have been separated for so long that this world has almost forgotten about us. More time passes. One day, rain from the mortal realm reaches the Nether realm.
They say that if you miss someone, rain shall fall wherever that person is. I can't imagine how strong that yearning must be if rain can fall here.
I pretend to be troubled, but I collect every raindrop with the Nether Wardens and store them. Perhaps this water can reconnect the mortal realm streams to the River of Oblivion, and when those waters flow once more, I'll be able to cross over and see my Caleb again. Caleb, I promise to give you everything. I know that I am your most beloved. So please, wait for me just a while longer. The day will come when both our wishes are fulfilled.